promises. What happened now?
Who the just? In fact, who rather lay in a complaint to? They will listen to what they in power. After election time, people know how important. After election, we thought they say we are Muslim minority.
Yeah. They say the evil a man does live after him, but the good is often tear with his boom. So let it be with Caesar. And what for Clipper? If for Clipper, my people tired of suffering. We need a change. Listen. You not need to tell me what's happy. I can see it in your eye, no something happy. I can see it. You're not talking, but your heart talking. Telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing. You're bold, you can't afford. Some of your life more than dig hole and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinners sitting home, government said no job. You're fed up with the hard living. Just to survive, some of your inner in the street baking. Because the people who's able to help you, who you put up for, look at how they turn their back on you. They lie. They're not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So can they give it? At the end, they defeat all of your improperty. Calamity. I wish I was a millionaire. And someone there I know and Ryan, let me make it clear. Instead of Johnny politics, I will build horses. Get loans to the poor so they can pay taxes.
Allah, me kuli de jainu, me kuli de jainu. Wala wala na de nu, me kuli de jainu, me kuli de jainu.
You know what it mean? You get eye, you can't see. You get mob, you can't talk. Your folk can't even walk. Tell me, people hating you because you in the cap. Hey God, why you got the man in the cap? No all in the community. What if I say it for those who disability? Then government say they reopen the school. You now see hungry people go to school. Instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless. They manipulate the system and make it worse. Now they come on make it even by the cup of rest. One man in more than 3 positions. The same thing they were against when they were opposition. You tell me what we leading to. So they think they got peace and justice, nothing for the poor. To be your money, they want you sell your soul. Either you cross the road or you bend down low. All Allah, I pray that my people rise. That one day God will show they get all of them cry.
Allah, when me kuli de jainu, me kuli de jainu.
You know, when I see my country blessed with all the natural resources, and yet instead I see my people living in agile poverty, then I question myself, where have we gone wrong? I just wish I had the power to share the national cake, so everybody can have a taste.
For all they say we go to school, so no job for all, we get pregnant. Hustling in the screen and they have money beyond do. I didn't get what chair, all they take our market, what do we want to do now?
Well, I'm a graduate of the state-run university, and everywhere I have applied, they are asking me for 10 years experience, and that is impossible.
We the AFL them widows, the government promised us our husbands benefits, and up to now we can see it. No good road, no good school, the health sector poor. Now why anything that can jack a bottles? Them politicians stay giving us empty promises. What happened now?
Who the just? In fact, who rather lay in a complaint to? They will listen to what they in power. After election time, people know how important. After election, we thought they say we are Muslim minority.
Yeah. They say the evil a man does live after him, but the good is often tear with his boom. So let it be with Caesar. And what for Clipper? If for Clipper, my people tired of suffering. We need a change. Listen. You not need to tell me what's happy. I can see it in your eye, no something happy. I can see it. You're not talking, but your heart talking. Telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing. Your bull, your can't fool. Some of your life more than dig hole and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinner sitting home government said no job. You're fed up with the hard living. Just to survive, some of your inner in the street baking. Because the people who's up to help you, who you're putting for, look at how they turn back on you. They lie. They're not finished with the comfortable reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So Kale and give it. At the end, they defeat all of your improperty. Calamity. I wish I was a millionaire. And someone there I know and Ryan, let me make it clear. Instead of Johnny Paul,
with big horses.
I will build horses.
Get look to the post so they can pay taxes.
Pay taxes.
All right, all right, all right, all right. It is what it is. Today is another beautiful day. Good afternoon, good evening to all of our esteemed followers, based on your location, wherever you're watching from, be it from your car, sitting home, in your office. I would like to say welcome to the Humanity Conversation. All right, today is another great day, and I'm Morrison Dassin Jr., serving up co-host on the Humanity Conversation and women and health talk segment. We're having to be hosted today by Tema Edward, but Tema Edward is kind of a basis, so we're gonna go through it alongside with my colleague Amadu Morris until Tema can join us. But how be I would like to say welcome to the Humanity Conversation. Today is Wednesday, October 15, 2025. And again, my name is Morrison Dassin Jr., serving as co-host on the Humanity Conversation alongside my colleague Amadu Morris. So today, what do we have for you through all the show today? Today we'll just be talking on some issues affecting women, most especially the current rape issues that are going on in our country, and the social media bullying on women that are taking place right now, that training in our country. We're going to throw light on it. So these are things that we're going to talk about, and other issues that are affecting women in our country. So if you are just joining, I would like to say it again. Welcome to the Humanity Conversation, and we'll take 1 minute of our team song. When we come back, I'm going to go straight to my colleagues in studio, Amadu Morris, and then we just pick up from there. Please stay tuned.
You know what it mean? You get eye, you can't see. You get mob, you can't talk, your folk can't even walk. Tell me, people hating you because you hear the cap. Hey God, why you got the man in the cap? Tell you, you're all in the community. What if I say it here for those with disability? Then come and say it.
All right, all right, all right. Not to waste much of your time, we'll go straight into the conversation, and that's how I'd like to welcome you today, my dear brother and friend Amadou. Welcome to the conversation.
Yeah, it is great to be here. It's been a while. I haven't have a time on the Women and Health Talk, even though we see it to be the platforms, most especially for the female, to see how best they can discuss issues affecting them and give recommendations to the national government and the public at large. But say what we are doing that we too are meant. We have seen in these women issues there are too many things that are trending and affecting the lives of our girls, and see how best we can profit recommendations to national government and to the public. So today is great to be on the Women in Health Talk, and I believe that today's conversation is going to be fascinating. It's great to be here, Morrison.
All right, thank you so much, my dear brother. So, not to waste much of our viewer time, we go straight from our first discussion point. We're having to be the increase of rape in our country, Liberia. So, I've been following a lot of social media handout, other blogs, and some activists who have been in the forefront when it comes to advocating for rape, yet against women and girls in Liberia. The increase of rape is just increasing on a daily basis. Every day you wake up, you get on the internet, you're going to see a new post, either the 52-year-old man and rape in 1 month, 1 month, I know 1 month, 2 months old child. So, and there have been a lot of training issues when it comes to rape in our country. So, Amadu, currently you are the one back home. So, what on your mind? What you have to say regarding to the topic on a discussion minute about the increase of rape in our country?
Well, firstly, I want to start by saying, any responsible man or father or any man for that matter, or responsible person, serious minded human being will not rape, because this is something that against your own family members. This is something that you cannot do to any of your parents. You cannot do to your sisters. You cannot do to anybody but what, somebody else's child or somebody else's mother. Any responsible persons with all of their five senses working with a good reasonings will not go about raping any other person. Rape cases have been a serious issue in our country, not only today but many years back. I don't know why it is returning in the numbers. Like some years back, we protest all around here talking about national emergencies on rape, and there was a law passed that was good. But then this parliament has been selective over the time, like the current one that is going on. I think because of selective justice, many people feel that when I read, I'll go free, and nobody else will do anything to me. But firstly, I first let us start with our mothers, all of the women group in our country, those social organizations. I believe that women rights should be the first thing they should talk about, because women groupings were not just meant to talk about social issues, but those social issues that affect women more. So there are a lot of women groups in Liberia, political women groups, precious grouping, and other civil society group that women form part of. They even have group of lawyers who are women in the organizations. They have group of market women in the organizations. Just any way you think about, you can call them. The question is, why are they quiet? Why are they not concerned about these issues that are affecting their same women? Because when they start with me today, it could be you, it could be any other person in the community. If women begin to stand against these things, it will show sign. It will show reason why national government and its citizens should see it as a national emergency. Because the more people that is affected are the girls, the women, the children, no matter how you see it to be. Not many men are affected with this. Men should not be on the fence advocating for you when you yourself that is affected with this issue cares less about it. Where are these women groups? I always come out in some cases, lying down on the streets, sleeping in one place, believing that they will not leave the street until the right thing happen. Where are they? What they are not talking, what they are not concerned about, what is going on in Liberia. The problem of our country, it remains this way unless we can believe that anybody, no matter your status, no matter your connections, your relationship, your culture, with those people you believe that when you do this bad thing, they're going to cover you up. We should be here talking about how we can fast track rape cases. We shouldn't be here talking about why people are quiet about rape cases. We should be here talking about how we can fast track rape cases. We shouldn't be here talking about how people are quiet, because I believe that this issue is not only the person who is affected. If this issue come up, everybody should be concerned. Every women group in this country should be concerned. Check your social media page. How many of them are really press conferences? Since this case started, when is the last time you see one protest about this issue, especially affecting this young lady and one Liberian ministers who believe that he did not do the act, and This guy, anyway you train it, you like,
All right.
you don't
Okay.
have to
Amadu,
know how to
Amadu,
do it.
let me just hold you there. I don't want us to focus on the current issues that are trending right now, from the deputy minister of youth and sport and that little girl that have been alleged that he raped her. So there have been other rape cases that have been on the internet, right?
Then I
Yeah,
just give
right.
you some, yeah.
Yeah, so there have been other rape cases that have been on the internet. And even this morning, when I was at work, I went on my Facebook, and I saw a news story again. 52 years old man raped in 1 year, 1 month, 2 days old in child. So it kind of get crazy for me. I started thinking, what actually happening? Why are some of these guys involving themselves into the kind of a thing? 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or you damn bro. I'll be like, what going on? So the question here is, like you said, I grabbed something from you. You said, what are the lead campaigner, the women are always been in the forefront of advocating for red victims and other things. Why are they silent at the time? That's a question you're asking, right? Yeah, so
Sure.
one of the lead campaigner, one of the social society group that I know of when it comes to fighting rape issues is the March for Justice. So where is the March for Justice? So currently, the lead campaigner for March for Justice, which is Tato Papala, I've been following him. He been doing his single-handed post on his official page, fighting and
Certainly.
calling government attention. Why is it now? It is not on any social society group. It's only on Tato and Papala personal Facebook handle that he trying to push some of these things. What going on? Because we can remember
That's
the
not collective.
we can remember back then the past government when some of us were back home, we were black for 3 days protesting for rape victims. And how that won't become possible? All other non-profit organizations, social and society and group gather themselves together and see it like, oh, let's push this agenda, let's call the government attention, let's make sure that we tell them that the increase of rape in our country is on the rampage. Let them try to put stop to it. But now we are not seeing it. We see the head of social society group. They are single-handling some of these cases on their own fighting, on their own personal page. What's going on? What going on? These are the questions that we should be asking. What going on? But now the government should be held accountable for the numerous rape cases that have been on the increase in our country. Yeah, so let me see. Like you're saying, it made a lot of sense, bro. Where are they? Where are they? Just quite recently, August 7th, you saw the attention they gave to the judge. Say no to drugs. It can happen. It can happen the same way. So are they quiet? Are they so quiet on the rape victims that are being affected in our country? That they simply trying to tell us they need to wake up. To be honest with you, bro. Hello, uncle.
Definitely need to wake up. They need to wake up because these issues of fighting rape cases in our country is not individual issues. It's not Tata Pakla or any other individual. We believe that rape should not have any space in our society. But you see, when you begin to collectively work with people to fight these cases, and when they are not doing it, you have to fight alone. That is Liberia problem. It's not a child of Pakla want to work alone, but just check when you post about these issues. How many persons shared it? How many persons raised concerns? How many persons really cared about it? This country, the way we have put this country on a certain group of people believing to be if this person is in positions and when this case happen, when I come out to campaign against it, I'll be affecting my government. That is the craziest part of our country. Everybody protect their criminals. Everybody protect their own. Even if their own goes wrong, they care to talk less about it. Go around the community, listen to the radio stations. How many of them flagging these issues about rape cases? They believe when they flag these issues, international community or all of non-governmental organizations who believe in listening to this issue and see how they can come up. We report about rape cases They believe when they keep talking about it, it will affect their government. And that government belongs to them. It is the government they bring to power, so they cherish it in a way that they cannot protest against that government. That is how Liberia and Africa have been. That is the reason why some of the groups you see, they are silent. They are silent because they believe that it is their own. They cannot go against their own, no matter who be raped. And the funniest part of this country is we are even selected in protesting for people that rape. When it is a common man child that the rape, nobody talks about it. But if the person who into positions, who they believe the notable person in our country, you see everybody voicing all their voices, making sure to fight for this. The question is, why are you not in the streets protesting? Why are you not in the streets raising this alarm to government, no matter which government is in power? Advocacy is not selective. Justice is not selective. Because you see, anybody can be a rape victim. It can be a family. And one thing about these things, when you refuse to fight for aid, you refuse to send for aid, it begins worse. It begins growing in a way that you have no control on it. And your family, my family, or any other person that's following this platform is not exempted for it. Now you say, oh, all of the rape cases going on, I don't care what happened, my family will not be affected, God protecting me. No. When the crime is on the increase, when crime is on the increase, no matter what kind of security you put to your house, once the security cannot overcome that crime, you will get affected. Your silence is not helping. In fact, when there are more people silent in the country, people that should be speaking out when they are silent, meaning the people who are responsible for this issue, who should be controlling them, making sure they work for it, they will sit alone. Because why? They see that nobody talking. Let me tell you, when you believe that there are people responsible to run after rape cases and fear betting and bring it to the police, fast track it in court and be able to take the person to jail to see if they are not responsible for the victim or they should be going to jail. When you remain silent, those people responsible to carry out these actions will not work. That is clear. It will be like the people are certified. They say nothing about it. Now, we might have the platform you think we should have. But what we are seeing here is something that your people on your platform believe you're not saying. If you take a phone to call one radio station now, if you decide to flag this issue, they cut you off. Because why you're about to flag is something that will be negatively impacting the government. They think so. But let me tell you, if the government stands to fast track rape cases in this country, it is a win for government. If justice is not selective, no matter who goes against the law, if it's not selective, it is a win for the government and its citizens. What you think that a man down the line charge should be real, nothing should come from order A, but the man that is up, something should come from order A because they mega money, mega connection. When you talk to somebody, say, but who know you? It's crazy. This women group, shame on them. Shame on this women group that only come up when they believe that they should come up for this cause. When they come up for this cause, it is a person they don't want, they want to go against it, they want to do the protest and do everything. So you want to tell me, say you have been talking for so long and nobody listening to you, so you will not talk? Lies. Why you consistently talk to your kids at home? Even though they will be wrong 2-3 times. Consistently tell them this is wrong and be able to carry on some discipline. Why you never stop? Advocacy is not one dating, it's not two dating, it's not about who is in the position or out of the position. It's not about who is involved or who is not involved. It's about everybody, no matter your culture, your religion, your connections. Once you are involved, the right thing should happen. We are not saying everybody that they say you rape me, it means it is true. No. Lies occur. There are people today that have been free because somebody lied on them. But if we decide that one, it is not against this person, I will not go in the street, it's wrong. How many months you been hearing about rape cases in this country? Check your social medias. Some of these are influential women. How many of them run a social media platform? Some of them who are lawmakers, who are currently serving the House of Legislature. How many of them have come out and make a statement? But when you decide not to go protest, they wear one share in solidarities. The funniest thing in this country is the people you be going to wear the share and can't stay and protest with you. Where are you carrying your complaint? You don't need to protest at all. You need to raise this issue on the floor. You need to raise the debate. When they talk about your oversight, your representations, you should be doing it in there, not to join us. Not to call on the radio and complain like us. No, leave the complaint with us. You already have the right of some 50, 20,000 persons. Let them know that you are consistent with your advocacy there. No matter nobody listening to you, we are listening to you, we judging you. But the problem of these rape cases, it will continue to happen when those people that should be speaking out is silent. When those people that should be speaking out is silent, you can sit and say, okay, the government already have things put in place to fight rape cases, so I will not speak out. When you are not speaking out, the people say you are certified, you are nothing to do with it. We are not saying that everybody they accused of rape is true, no. But we are saying, why are you keeping silent about these issues? Why you don't want to speak out? Especially the different women grouping in this country. We don't want to say some things that before you think that we are against your own people or for your own people. But we saw many things happening in this country. There were a lot of different women grouping go and lay down in front of places, said we're cooking here, we're not moving for here, this other thing happened. All of them gone. You're hearing none of them care, none of them concerns. And one thing that people will do is to give you jobs, you the leader. When they give you the job, you begin silent. What are you using your influence for? Once people say they are influential people on the internet, I just laugh. What are you using your influence for? It's only to be influenced, to be well known, for people to know you and be able to say, oh, that person, people know them. What are your work you're doing? Let me tell you, the internet will never forget about your work. You have to continue doing it. There's a reason why. The reason why I'm coming now to remind you is because we saw you on the internet 2-3 years ago. You were all in the street protesting for different reasons. But today you care less. It has nothing to do with you. Because you are not involved. Where are the churches? Where are the mosques? Where is the imams? Where is the pastor that speak out for ills in society? Where are they?
Amadu,
They care. They no longer care. They are the
Amadu,
problem.
can you imagine from January last year to October last year, the number of rape cases,
Yes.
2,759 cases. Can you imagine that? Look at that
What?
number,
2,000.
2,759 cases. Bro, where are we heading? What the government
It's
doing?
crazy.
What civil society group doing? Have they been compromised? That we can't hear their voices again? Let's be honest, bro. Right now, you go on the internet, you see, I think 2 or 3 days ago, and training issues that they're happening between a lady and the Senate protest. People say they insulted each other. Bro, you don't imagine the amount of women that are counter reacting to that identical situation on the internet. But when people report rape cases, people post about rape cases, you don't see people engaging in this kind of a thing to call the government attention. You seen it? They don't do it. They don't engage on this kind of a thing to call government attention. But man of things then are even supposed to make headway in our country. These are things that are trending in our country. You wake up in the morning, you tune on your radio, you hear their 3-year-old child have been raped by a 57-year-old man. You go, you buy newspaper to read. You see the 59-year-old man have been 59-year-old man raped the 14-year-old girl. Where are people heading to? Where are the civil society group? Where are they? Yeah, where are they? We heard about March for
Seriously.
Justice. We heard about
We,
March for
we
Justice. Where is March for
where are
Justice?
they? Where are they?
Where are they? Where is March for Justice? They need to answer this question. Have they been compromised?
2,000 rape cases from January to present. It's mad. It's crazy.
2,759.
It's crazy. It's mad.
2,759.
And
Let
when
me
you take it
honest.
out, not
Let
many
me say,
of them are even started.
let me say something, right? I respect and Tatos. Yeah, Tato is number one person or number one young man in that country when it comes to focusing on rape cases. He poured his entire attention, he poured his screen, his energy into everything to make sure that perpetrator be brought to book. But there is the question now: what happened to March for Justice? What happened to March for Justice? March for Justice was comprised of a lot of non-profit organizations, other civil society group fall under March for Justice. Where are all these people who've been advocating, who've been in the forefront, who've been standing up for rape victims? So rape victims don't have anyone to stand for them again? That's what they're simply trying to tell us? Yeah? If you are in a particular cause, bro, you should always be there for it.
Sure.
But I try to realize some things. I try to realize something, bro. When you see people say they are an activist or advocate, bro, sometimes you need to understand the actual meaning of these words or the things that you're involving yourself into. I believe in some of these silence that have been going on, probably some of them have been compromised. Like you're saying, probably the person said that my government, I decided to go solo. I can keep pushing things to damage my government image. So I prefer going solo. A lot of them will see it right here. A lot of them will see what used to be to the forefront today. They have been the president today. They pressing people all around here. So you forget about the masses, you forget about the suffering kids that been abused. You thinking about them? Oh, before it was something that was very important. It was something that needed attention, that needed to be dealt with. But now it's no longer. Where are the civil society group? Me, I will keep scratching on this question. Where are the civil society group? Tato alone is not sufficient to foil rape cases in Liberia. Tato alone is sufficient to foil rape cases in Liberia. You see that young man move. You see that young man putting his life on the stand. He alone can do it. Where are the other people?
Where are they?
Yeah. Where are the other people? Everybody goes solo. People those that are in the forefront wearing black. 3 days we wore black. They were in the forefront holding megaphone, moving from place to place, spreading the message. Where are these guys? Where are these females? These strong females, where are they?
And when you check out someone last statistic giving someone I don't know about it, I mean, yeah, just shut up. So you when you tell them, say, oh, that's true. Because why? They believe that at this time now, they cannot advocate against their own government. That is the craziest part of this country. Consistency in advocacy is the problem. No matter who is in position, who is there, once you continue doing it, we'll listen to you. But this whole job thing and people in position has become an issue. Let me tell you some of you people. The reason why we follow you to go to the protest ground is not because you are exceptional. No, nobody here is exceptional. It's because when you pronounce these things or announce them, we see reason in it. We see reason in it to join you for this cost. Your one alone can never stand and protest for this cause. Numbers come out. Those numbers that comes out to join you, it's not because you are the best voice in the country. It is a reason to follow you. Because some of them parents have been affected. Some of them could be affected in the future. That is the reason why they join you. You are not big. You are not exceptionals. You are not the most influential voice in the country. How do you take yourself to be? Oh, you are silent now because if you talk now, it will affect the person to believe. Imagine what Morrison was talking about. Say a Senate potent and somebody getting into issues. And you people coming up, protecting her, talking, defending her, coming. Because it is a political issue. Oh, you got the energies to speak in political issues. You come up out of the voices, a strong one, you believe. The medicine they put on and get to you, they juju. They play the carrier, the medicine part for you. You better come to yourself. If that boy you to self to tell him you please self go and tell him because why they doing nothing for you. They didn't know that the poor on recent time you seen in your community when they're on a recent. He saw them in Dubai, America, Spain, Europe, countries. You wishing to go there where you saw them. You're going to visit their children. The people you're misbehaving for. If this platform now want to spark up debates, come up, debate for former President William, debate for President Bokat. You will see how the follower will increase, how people will come and start to begin to sort of based on how we can on the conversations. But you see, rape case, it had nothing to do with them because they believe that when they talk about it at private, when they talk against it at private, when they do anything, it will cost them to get a job. So now, I ask you, you're not interested in speaking against rape cases right now. Will you be interested in 3 years from now? Why? You were all in the streets protesting years ago. What have changed? What new? Or everything now is good when it comes to fighting rape cases, so you no longer have to speak. I'm asking these questions because of your silence, of your non-concern. You care less. It has nothing to do with you. The reason why you care less because this person that are involved are your own people. So you're telling me if somebody comes to your home now and do something to some of your family members because it is your people, there right now you will not speak out. Common sense, reason is our issue. We keep protecting common criminals, believing that if we don't do it, we'll not survive. Ask a set of questions. When last, any of their policies are effective positive? Any of their policies are effective positive? Did you not hear that they're trying to say, oh, back half our offer system or whatever, cheap or start, something like that? Back half for them. You didn't hear that I think they're pushing right now. Why they are not pushing to get more buses in the street so you can lessen your transportation burden? Why they are not pushing to get a good road connectivity so your food they move in the villages and kind of see the price be reduced?
Amadu,
Individual, but you killing yourself for those people.
Amadu,
What is your plan? Yes.
Amadu. Like we said yesterday, we Liberians, we have our own self problem. And we'll continue to say this. That's just a fact. We will not shy away from it. We are the cause of our own problem. Can you imagine, right? The RG on a alleged rape case, while the perpetrator should be under police custody, and then they have found they found all type of means to justify why the perpetrator up to now haven't been arrested. I wonder where you see these things happening. Where you see these things happening? If since the RG had a press conference, since the RG had that press conference, have you seen any engagement on the social media counteracting the RG press statement? Have you seen
Nobody continue.
People ain't care about it.
Nobody concerned. Nobody care.
People ain't concerned about it. Radio stations are not carrying it. Blogs are not carrying it to say, oh yeah, they want to counteract the RG press statement. Based on the mechanism of the case, nothing going on. When you see somebody say, "Oh, the person raped me," on the last case, what are you supposed to do? First of all, come for me to see the protecting perpetrator. You know how many people in South Beach are being
I already know.
You know how many people suffering in South Beach?
And some of them even lie on it.
They lie on them. So they are technical individual. They are technical individual exceptional from them. Yeah. The deputy minister is
So the
sectional
man
from
is
there.
exception.
The man is sectional from there. You know how
He is
many
exception.
I experienced this thing, bro. In my this regime or senior brother from us just trying to help somebody in his own car, giving her life to get lie on the man. That man spend time behind bar. That man spend time behind bar. At the end, they go through the case, they get lie on the man. So what now? What? What going on? Bro, the citizen need to stand up. The citizen need to
They
stand
say
up.
the agency they saw no communications between the girl and the man. They have no trace, nothing. And we're like, this guy is funny.
And you know
Do
the
you
funny part,
know?
you know how God did it,
You
thing? You know how
know
God
what
did it?
happened about the man again? You can
You
say,
know how
see,
God
no
did,
communication.
you know how
You
God did the entire,
again?
you know how God did the entire situation, Amadu? After the NMP were trying to defend or protect the man from being arrested, and another incident just happened where another government official for God to show them
Yeah,
how they're going to handle that case. But within no time, that identical individual was arrested.
the main J.
I mean, it's in prison right now, right?
No
So
connection the man again.
what different between that man case and the deputy minister for youth and sport case? The entire war, what if what I can alleged rape, right? Case, right? The both of them are going
You say
alleged
I
rape
like
case, yeah?
until you think guilty.
So why are they protecting the man? All these things, civil society groups seeing these things, where they're supposed to come up with press conference and other stuff, they sitting back looking at it. They sitting back looking at it doing nothing.
No, not at
We
all.
need to
No, they're
we
not
need to wake up,
considering.
bro. We need to wake. Let's forget about the person insulting the person bullying the person. These are things that are essential to the Liberian people. That are impersonal in lifestyle they're dealing with. If you feel somebody insult you, somebody do this, you won't take action against them, you take action against them. But that shouldn't be issues that should be training all around here. People be discussing it, you go in and you may put your internet or you come across it. What key things happening to people in our country? People don't get time for it. What going on? What going on?
No.
Everything can be politics. Everything can be politics in our country. The young people
There's nothing to run
wake
in
up.
this country, right? We run with political issues. We run with when Amadu made mistakes, Morrison made mistakes. For example, maybe somebody come and allow Amadu because they hate Amadu. They will run with all the block. We told Amadu were not good. The team will run here, we all wait for somebody to fail. Or somebody made mistakes. We run with it. All political issues. But Amadu like he achieved everything we achieved. Nobody run with it. How many persons have copy and paste startup or fights on that big blog? Some people blog has 600,000 followers, 500,000 followers. Imagine all of these big blogs come together collectively, be able to go for people that are fighting these cases and try to put their message on their platform. Don't like everybody seeing the message now. They put on their platform for another wrong with it. But let me tell you, one thing I will happy to the capital building today, all the blog will carry. You don't even know what it's for. Someone and I know the entertainment blog, is the football blog, or we're gonna blog. Every blog in Liberia will carry that particular thing once it happens at the capital building or on a political level. Every blog will carry. So the question is, this case that is going on, what is stopping your blog from carrying it? Because you are not interested in it. Or because the person that is involved is somebody that you know closer to your heart. But everyone poor boy involved, somebody who have no connection, zero connection. Nobody knows like some of us here. You tell me to the point that somebody in government, I don't even know them. In person. So if some of us involved, you spare it, spread it, even when it is a lie, spread on all of the platforms because it's here to be something, it's here to be like our dying for. He asked for I should be arrested, I should be taken to prison. No justification, but I should be taken to prison. No investigation, but I should be taken to prison because the person involved is me and I have no connections. I'm not close to anybody you know. The funny thing here is telling people say the communication between the man and the guy is no communication. How many singles somebody get in the country? You like in the country, you want to get 100 singles, nobody will stop you. You will get 10 from nobody will stop you. If you with it, so people can do the thing like Morrison that was stupid. Sorry for the word on the platform, but that's how they can feel. They can feel that we don't have sense. How they can feel. Let go. Let me tell you, with all your education you're taking from all of the Western universities and everywhere you're taking from, we got common sense. We are not stupid yet. We can read and comprehend well. We do understand issues, just like you understand it. Everybody here know that before you put somebody in prison, you should first go through certain procedures. But why then you never start doing it? But now you're telling me, say, you can't carry the man to jail because there's nothing proving that the man should go to jail. You can only take the man to court and see how best the people who accuse the man to be able to prove. Oh, and now you know that rape cases, people should prove before going to court. People who say the man raped me, they should come up with evidence, go to court. And when the court see it necessary, will the person go to jail. Oh, and now, if you're going to be doing this from the previous station, no problem. But the president also said, right? Some lawyers are just waiting, sitting and looking on the fence, waiting for the president to be said. Once you do this, there's a president from the police station to the court. Until the court can come find a jungle put in jail. We passing around, see a lot of people passing around. You see a lot of people passing around. Imagine this girl father said on one of the radio stations that the man called many times to compromise the case. At that time, he already have the document that he daughter was raped. Not one place in go. So you were like, hello, can you come? Let me hear about my knee and this, that day. So the question is, why did he call to compromise the case when you're not involved? My brother, when you know the lie on you, don't need to call the person that lying. Tells him, man, you lying on me. But the way you lying on me, they can settle the lying and forget about it. Just move on. No. If this man is not working to this particular institution, he work there. He do not go there, right? Yeah, he do not go there to visit. I did not connect them, no each other. So that lady will just come from one soon money from way to that area. This man, she haven't seen ever, never in her life. She haven't seen this man one day in her life. Just come out and say, this man, we agree. People can lie, but the kind of cases, you gotta be careful with it. Because it is this case, Mr. Police Director. I don't know how you call yourself, right? Is this case that people want to know you who you are? You're gonna show your real self. You know the money, the money, you will die and leave your chief. You will die and leave the money, your chief. You will die and leave the connection, chief. Chief, up there. Maybe some of you don't believe in God, some of you believe in God. The day the real judgment time, you face it. Or the day the society ready to judge you, facing your family might be. We're not saying you might be affected, and then you come up that element of jail. We'll remind you, chief. We'll remind you, chief, was it you or police director? What was your role play when this thing happened? Some of you feel you're untouchable. Nobody can do anything to you. And anything you do, some of you, I know some of you probably think about integrity, it die everything in you. If you think about humanity, it die in you. Human feeling die a long time. The only thing you're working with is the devil heart. So you don't really care you do anything. People talk about you don't care where you're genie, you're spread for yourself, you're like you're talking on radio station, you're talking, man, if you're making that decision, yeah, continue. We're praying some of you live long. The right time will come. It will come a time in the country, young people who believe in these cases will get money because no money can afford everything. They will get money where they will spend their own money to force some of these cases to the higher level. Some of you one day you will pay for what you're doing. You will pay for what you're doing. You enjoy your flex. You have to country will need that for you. Yeah.
Amadu, I just came across something that said the handling of rape cases in Liberia has been slow, with a high number of cases reported but few convictions. The government has introduced various measures to address the issue, but the effectiveness of these measures is still a concern. The lack of accountability for sexual crime has profound consequences, undermining confidence in the justice system and discouraging reporting of sexual crime. The government has passed law to increase penalty for rape and other sexual offenses, but the persecution of perpetrators have been inadequate due to factors such as inadequate court infrastructure, staffing, and technical capacity. The culture of impunity continues to allow perpetrators to benefit from a deeply entrenched system that has not been effectively addressed. Can you just imagine this kind of a thing? So people now will always be afraid. People are very skeptical when it comes to reporting cases for what I just read based on these things, because sometimes they report these cases hoping and hoping that they will get the outcome of it, and at the end you will see it will just be swept under the carpet. So you seen it? It will just be swept under the carpet. So there are a lot of cases, bro. The numbers that you say is small. The
Those
number
are,
that you is small.
these are reality, bro. That what happening. You get you reporting cases and nothing coming out of any, you wasting your time, you wasting your life. Because at the end of the day, you're wasting your life. Those people that you're reporting could take a left away and nobody will do anything about it. So when you see it, you forget about it, you move on. We're not saying when you see it, you forget about it, but these are reasons, right? Let's go back to this case before we can talk about the cyberbullying online. Firstly, the kind of way they handle the particular case can be anybody afraid. And knows that the RG, if people sit around and leg it, ask somebody, that little girl, you call her the question, Mr. RG, the case is okay for Pisa. You not reach your point. The serial partner reach your point. That lady will be a friend. You could even take her to one room, try to say when you consistently say this thing, that they may rape you can come after your parent left. Will come after they may not afraid to say the thing, Morrison. But after everybody left. Because of fear, she could start even changing her tone now. Because the way you're doing you're taking your asking your question one to one, putting fear in your son or man, they were partner, they don't know who are your ass up. Once you look at it, you look at her parent left, it's a stake. Because they saying when they ask the girl today, she changed her statement, ask another, they change her statement. Mr. Man, there are certain people when they can't investigate you, the way they will come to you, they will tell you, they will put fear in you. 14-year-old child, that child will be very afraid.
Amadu, in the first place,
Very afraid. You want to compromise this issue.
in the first place, I talking about advanced country, right? The women and children protection section. They're going to be in direct contact with the Labrador National Police because there's government issues. Just read your mouth more. Without hearing the feedback from me. They're going to be in direct communication or direct contact with the Labrador National Police on this delicate issue. The first part, like you just saying, right? For the first part of the police keep having access to that lady or asking the lady question or her parent question, that alone are another fear there by itself. The police, but right, the police don't even supposed to get access to that lady. If they want to ask that lady question, they want to do any thorough investigation, they should pass through the Women and Children Protection Section. They should be the one responsible getting all necessary information directly from the girl. But there are a lot of things going on behind closed door, bro. So my question here is, if the RG, if I were a family member, such thing happened to, would that be the approach you're going to say? Come on public radio, come up with a press statement saying that kind of a garbage to the Liberian people? Are you serious? Are you serious? Where in the world they say somebody is alleged when it comes to rape? So now rape isn't a serious issue in our country. We don't prioritize rape cases no more. That perpetrator be roaming around the street only because you feel there's no sufficient evidence. Why? Because of the other people that have been behind bar. Up to now, they are locked up behind bar. Why? Because of them. Go and free them too, because they are being alleged. Let them pass around, get the necessary evidence, like you claiming to get from my girl. Free them. These are things that we want social society group to be doing. But right, try to checkmate some of these things immediately. They actually came out with a press statement. Come up and react to it and make them to understand that the Liberian people are stupid. Sorry for the war. But they're taking all that. We some kind of people that don't even know our right or our wrong. You coming out saying that, oh, there's no sufficient evidence, there's no trace, no communication. Like, seriously? If I were a family member down there that later, you gonna get a mind to come up? What? Too much politics are just taking away, just blind, just making our country just damaged. Too much political interest. You take a country, you take political party interest and over your own country that you serving. But bro, I can tell anybody, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever, bro. Gotta be honest. So if you feel doing it today,
this guy will pay for it.
if
You'll
you
pay
feel
for
doing
it.
it to other people, it will come tomorrow.
You'll pay for it. And when you come, we'll laugh at them. We'll tell them, we'll remind them, we'll bring all these cases to them. We'll tell them this is why you are fighting, and now you fall into it. So, like you said, Morrison, I think it is good. Let's start asking if they argue. Let's go free everybody that were alleged.
Yes.
Rape case. Because some of our friends are down there alleged. They get lawyer to pray for them. The kids are not going to court up to now. They have spent 5 years there. The kids are not going to court. They
Let's
get
free
there.
everybody.
They get there. Some of them is loud. Some of them is not. They loud. They get there. And nobody care about them because nobody know them. They have nobody. Government should be fighting for them. Government should be providing lawyer for them to go to government. Is not even doing it. Nobody should care. 5 years, 6 years, they stay there. Their kids are not going to send their alleged. Allow them work free. They tell them, say, don't tell you that, but work free. They anywhere part of that, bro. You see me tell them, not in that project, work free. Anyway, if you pass it until we can go through the case. Brother, that case, if you go to court today, that particular man will win that case. I can say anywhere because why? Every evidence have been compromised. Every evidence have been compromised. From the police station to the police director to the hospital. Forget about these things. They will come out with their own autopsy. They will come out with their own area. Before you even reach the hospital, people finish calling and tell you say the result you have to get that day, the result you should get. Everywhere have been compromised in the country. The health sector is compromised. The security sector is compromised. The serious group is compromised. To the extent we are left only with our own voices. Nobody concerned about, nobody talking about, nobody care to raise these things. Even if people who vote for, I should be going there and talk for us. They too have been compromised. So at the end of the day, I will go to jail when I'm wrong because nobody knows me. I have no connections. You will go to jail because nobody knows you have no connections. That is the only group of people you find jail. But the people that have connections and people know them, when the cases come against them, they call you, they tell you, say, hey, when you run with the case, something happened to you. You can't keep asking me just family and they get up and down. You should not be a friend. You should be a friend. So at the end of the day, they will just dance around. They say, yes, the case is going to pull in the mail because the evidence people get and you keep destroying the evidence in the hand, they be confused. You keep telling the person the guy is giving two conflicting statements. You can't go and get another statement and say, no, we the police, there's a statement she give up. Eh? Just a statement that we call it. You wouldn't call it a statement
already. You keep pressuring around it, you keep pressuring it.
Later, a small time.
What you expect from them?
Sometimes you still sometimes when you tell them, say, when you pressure on them, get loud, I said, just because they want to be free or not, they get happy, like that. Then after you go, you say, now, so baby, man, I can tell you, say, I can change your family stream when you have money. And I kind of man, you go sit down with meeting. The too much asset they have into the case. It's not helping the case. And the case gone, they die. They put, let me tell you now, right, Morrison? The thing is statement from the police director. Yeah. The statement for the police director to the press conference, you think you will change it to go to court? They will not change. They have to be consistent with that statement. Because anything that goes against that statement, it will affect them. They have to be consistent with that statement. The whole case have been compromised, have been undermined, and nothing else we can say.
Let me read the RG press statement from Verity Online News. The Liberal Police Inspector General Gabriel Coleman said investigators found no evidence to charge suspended Deputy Minister Brian McGill after a true analysis of his phone. True analysis of his phone. Damn. However, he noted that the DNA testing remained pending because of further equipment. Wow. We have reached out to a foreign government for assistance and are currently awaiting their support, the police chief stated. RG also disclosed that, okay, I mean, I don't want to go to the other one, you don't consider the topic we're on. I want you see the tate they play now. The tactic that they playing, like saying that saying, oh, we asking for foreign government for assistance. It will leave on the foreign government assistance. That case will go under the carpet. Take it from me. It will leave. It will leave under the foreign government assistance. The case will go under the carpet. The minute funny that there are serious story to bring to the black people. At the end, when the people keep engaging in, they'll say, "Oh, we haven't getting the assistance for the foreign government yet." They already get a mindset that like bring people noise, that three weeks, 1 month, 2 months, they forget about it. So they already played a tactic right there. They bring it to the bring people.
What the foreign government is doing in this thing. So LeBron now keep running to people the other for real case with it. We don't we have texters, hospital, clinic, doctors like a text to these issues? We don't have them. Where are we going to foreign? Oh my God, bro, it's crazy. It's hard to talk. To go to it,
Let me read some of the comment. Let me read some of the judgment comment. Let me your mind. All right, so again, if you just joining, this is the Humanity Conversation. The Humanity Conversation is a podcast that highlights major human interest stories and development in Liberia and other part of the world. Yes, today we are on the rape cases, the increase of rape in Liberia, and what are the government doing, all the citizen, civil society group, what have been that approach and since the increase of rape in Liberia. So we've been on this discussion since, and then we have been our amazing follower who have been giving their view in the comment section. We just read out quick. So Ambassador Joseph F. Bondo said, "I'm watching live from Vonjama, Lova County. Thank you so much, Ambassador Joseph. We appreciate you." And we have our lawyer follower, Dudu. Dudu is following. We said thank you, Dudu. And then we have Calvin G. Travers. Calvin G. Travers said, "Following from an undisclosed location. Kudos to the team. We appreciate your effort of bringing these things. We appreciate your effort of bringing these things to the spotlight." I guess Calvin said again, "It is saddening. This too is Liberia. The entire case has been compromised, and it is not the first time. It is clear that she has no protection, and not just her, but every other victim." Okay, Calvin again. Calvin said, "We don't even have the proper advocacy group to fight these cases. We have politicized everything, my dear brother." Okay, Calvin again. Calvin said, "That's the sad part. And these same people will come and say they are in the interest of the masses, but they will pay. And it is not just rape cases too. Young people are being stepped on massively. Nepotism in every sector at the highest level. There is no place in this country for the common man. But as extended hands Liberia is growing, a young and vibrant people will continue to speak out to these things. Kudos, family. I better take my leave." All right. So, Amadu, that's it for the comment section. Amadu, are you there? That's it for the comment section. Amadu. Yeah. So these are things that they just come up. They just set that entire story. They say, "Oh, let's carry it to the Liberian people. Let's say it out to them." At the end, we'll just be dragging it. For each time they want to raise tension on this case, we'll say we have been getting support from foreign government up to now to continue the investigation into the case. So we know all the tactics. But my question here is, if the identical person, they legal or the victim, or the RG family member or relative, any other person related to him, were they going to be the same or way you're going to handle the case? Let's be honest, man. It's kind of a crazy out there. The perpetrator out there seeing these things. So it gave them the zeal to continue to do it. It gave them the urge to continue doing it. So if you can make the perpetrator to be roaming around the street, roaming all around, only because you feel that you haven't found or serious evidence on him, linking him to the alleged crime, meaning that you can arrest him, go to the central prison and release all of the alleged perpetrators that are there too. until you can get actual information or actual evidence on them before you can put them behind bars. Let's try to welcome the day.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, let's try to welcome the day.
So this time, at this time now, we shouldn't just be putting people in jail because somebody lie on it. We agree. Let's agree together, right? We agree that nobody should go to jail because somebody said you raped me. Without any proof, without any evidence that you raped that person. Because more rape cases, they only happen beyond door. How many rape cases you see camera catch a person? How many rape cases you see somebody catch the person raping the person? And it is the person who have been raped camera to say that this is the person that raped me and I have been going away. So if you think the procedures at that time taking people and putting in jail because somebody allegedly or admitted that the person raped them, we should start going around doing it right here. We don't have problem. Go and free everybody in a jail or wherever you found them. Free them, they come outside and they come for that. Okay, they can look for that lawyer then, or because someone they can be inside for a lawyer. Someone are orphans, nobody will fight for them. Some of them one our family yesterday rape, they abandoned them. They abandoned them.
So,
Even if it is
all right, Amadu, we are running out of time. I think we are going in there with our discussion. We'll still come back to it again another time to continue to talk about it. So let's move to the next topic, having to be the bullying, the social media bullying. And you said, Amadu, your mic. Yeah, and you serving as an instructor, IT specialist that know about the internet and what a way that someone can prevent themselves from being bullied on the social media. So basically, what I want to know is how can someone stop another person, or how can someone stop bullying another person on the internet? That's number one question there. Two, I want to ask you this question. The current situation that training right now in Liberia, where they say a lady insulted the Senate protein, and another lady have been in a constant habit of insulting the ex-president. So it prompted that woman to insult the Senate protein because the person that insulting the ex-president worked directly with the Senate protein office. So what is your saying in the entire scenario or the situation that training right now in Liberia when it comes to women insulting their fellow women, men adding up to it to be insulting women only because in the name of politics or in the name of partisanship that they're going through this? What could be your saying to that?
Really, I'm not. You see, anything I miss with politics, I have no interest in this. I don't know why. I care less about it because the way we judge it based on feelings, based on our side. If we can be independent in discussing issues, it will be fun for us. But let's go to
the reason I asked this question because we are not going into that politics aspect, right? This is about women. This is about women, right? In general, right? No woman deserves to be bullied on the internet. It happened with one like that girl called Tracy. It happened with that girl called Tracy. They dragged that girl on the internet for so long until God started blessing her. True, thinking that the video was disgracing her, but our blessing was coming to her in a form and manner. But how be it, no woman deserves, nobody, not even both men and women, no one deserves to be bullied on the internet. So that's what prompted me to bring this discussion for us to have our own say on it. Do you actually think it's right what's happening right now?
Definitely, I was getting there, right? Like I said, I'm not really interested in the political aspect of everything they do in this country because we are not independent. Now, cyberbullying, no forms, nobody deserves it. If you think that bullying is something you take lightly because you come online, because you can get data, right? There are people in this country or other part of the world, they don't even get used for that data. So it only comes online to bully people, to insult people, to bullet people, and making sure that they take them down. Let me tell you, this thing affects people a lot. You might not see them. There are people today, because cyberbullying, they deactivate all their social media accounts. Some people are killed themselves because cyberbullying. It's really bad. It's not good. Absolutely. No matter who is involved, we need to stop it. Cyberbullying means you should be ugly. That means you should be fun. Or that means you should be connected to people. I'm myself sitting here today. People can drag me on the internet for something that I could take away my life or do something or go astray for that reason. For me, that is one thing I really against. I don't believe in laughing at people because they make common mistakes. We will all err, all have issues, we all will make mistakes. If you think there's only solution is to bring people down through cyberbullying, it's wrong. We need to start educating people that cyberbullying is bad. It can make the person who involved can kill themselves, they can take away their life. It can make the person who involved never come back on track after all of what you do to them on the internet. It can make the person who involved will never be themselves anymore. This could be your sister, it could be your brother, it could be your family. Your time will reach one day, you don't know. Everybody make mistakes. At times when you see these things, the people will share, hey, in fact, these are things that are interesting. When they say, oh, Amadu made a mistake, we got interest in it. We will share it. We will share to all of the chat room. We will post it. We will talk about it. We'll do it like a comedy show. We all are involved. We all are part of this. Do you know what the person is going through right now? Let me give you a simple scenario. We all went to school. We all have been in the community. The last time you made a mistake in the classroom, your friend laughed at you. How did you feel? How was the feeling like? Some of you just are laughing in the classroom. You never return back to the classroom. You never go back to school. You say you never go to that school. You're going to go laughing at you. That's the same bullying we're talking about. You don't have to be internet bullying. We're talking about looking at mistakes that you can correct. You can encourage a person to become somebody better. But you stay there and drag them. Make sure that all of the social platforms see it. You laugh at them. You do everything in your own power. The internet is so powerful in a way that if you're using it to bring somebody down, you can bring them down so easily. If you're also using the correct mistake, you can correct them so fast. If you're also using the promote, you can promote them very well. If you want to use the internet negatively, it accept you. If you want to use it positively, it still accept. We need to stop bullying people online. The question first is asked, how can we stop it? There's no mental put in place for this. Individually, the mention I put in place is yourself. Ask yourself question. If it is you involved, the people should do this to you, people should laugh at you, people should drag you. You don't know the pain. Have you sat near somebody who is going through pain or cyberbullying and ask them question how they are feeling? They lost track. They don't even want to see anybody send on their phone away. Somebody take away their lives. How can we stop this? Individually, we should know that it's wrong, it's not good, and we should not be doing it. We should learn to correct people's mistake online. Be a grammatical error, be a speech error, be a or some kind of thing. Even people that get raped will know that rape is not good. Even when they rape at times, dragging them on the internet, it's not good. Bullying is not just good at all. Even people that can steal, dragging them on the internet because they steal from one end to another, they're not good at all. At all, it's not good. If you know the pain inside of bullying, if you know the pain that the people who goes through, and you bullet every day, you know the pain you go through, you're not do it to anybody. I know what I'm speaking of. I know people who are sat me here going through some of the issues. They can say, they can be like Amadu, there's no need for me to live again anymore. Everybody hate me. It's wrong. Individually, we all have to work on it and see how best we stop it. Thank you.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, my dear brother. I think we are running out of time, and would like to draw the curtain for today's edition. So we'd like to say thanks to all of our amazing followers who've been following from the start of the show. We appreciate your comment. We appreciate you sticking with us. Like Amadu always said, even though we are not your favorite talk show host or panelists, but gradually we are getting there. So we always appreciate your feedback in the comment section, your recommendation that will help improve the Humanity Conversation podcast. So wherever you're watching from, I would like to say once more, welcome to the Humanity Conversation. And that's how we're about to draw the curtain for today's edition on the Women in Health Talk segment. So Amadou, I would just like to get 1 minute of your pattern comment, and then we just call it a day and wait for tomorrow.
So, I want to say thanks to our follower. I'm more interested in you because it is you that will help for our voices to go across. I want to ask you today before you begin to watch this show. First, is share to more than 4, 5, 6, 7 different groups. We appreciate that. We consider that to be the best way to promote this platform. Your listening here is so important. Everything we're saying here today will be on the internet forever. Anyone will try deleting it, somebody already finished saving it. History will judge up, and history will also judge you. Please share, like, comment on issues, follow us, and to our mothers, our sister in different women group. It is time for you to stand up for yourself. Men should be on the front line for you. You should be on the front line. One thing I know is when you're on the front line, it raises a lot of different things around the world. When you say women gather together and protest against governments, asking for basic needs and rights, it sounds so good than the men because men have been in the front line. The platform is for you women. Make sure you come on this platform, join the conversation using the link and access it. We'll not only talk about how women are affected, we'll also put forth recommendations. We'll also look for times to talk about some trade you can go into to make yourself self-sufficient. Because if some of these things not happening, some of you have been raped not because you wanted to be, it's because you feel the only way you can survive is to go around a big men. I give you money every day. At the end of the day, they will go out with you. Somebody like in society, if the 2 year old man or the 2 year old child, it's not normal. No normal human being can do it. It's not normal. Someone like Ali can survive. But if you are doing something where you don't have no access to them, you are self-supported, it will be important. So thanks for following, and it was great being here today. Hope to see you tomorrow on the KBR Talk.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amadou. I'll take one word from you to our mothers and sisters. Please be careful. Yeah, Amadou said you guys should be careful. Yeah, because if you take care of yourself, the way in which you will position yourself, that's how you're going to be safe out there. So please try to take care of yourself, take the necessary precaution. And if you having to go around someone you feel you are not safe, try to get yourself out of there. And most of the time, all of the rape victims, people that abuse them, the perpetrator are people that know them, people that know them. So you have to be careful. Yeah, people that abuse these people are people that know them personally. Bulk of them, the perpetrators are people that know them. So please try to govern yourself. Be careful out there. Yeah, because today, tomorrow, when you fall victim, that stigma is going to live with you forever. So we are calling on you to please take the necessary precaution. Whenever you go somewhere, you see somebody call you or trying to bring funny attitude to you, try to put stop to it or raise alarm. Yeah. Try to raise alarms. Yeah. These are things that people supposed to start teaching awareness, making people to know about some of these things. We will start it soon to start giving awareness on some of these things. If you in an environment that you feel you are not safe, what are things you need to do? We'll start to give awareness on some of these things. So please, we are sending this copy out there to you guys. our sister, our mother. Be careful. Some of you guys wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock to go sell your beta or your pepper, leaving it there, going on your way. You don't know who the person that will come across you. You should know how to protect yourself. Be careful out there. I got a word from Amadu and would like to share it out to you guys. Please be careful out there. Today, I would like to say welcome again to every one of you that been sticking with us. The host for the Women and Health Talk segment, Thelma Edward, couldn't join us today because of her tight schedule, but we hoping and pray that next week, Wednesday, she's going to be part of the session. So thank you ever so much for joining. Again, my name is Morrison Dassin Jr., and that's how I would like to say goodbye from my end.
Go to school instead of giving job to the jobless, hope to the hopeless, home to the homeless. They manipulate the system and make it worse. Now they come on make it even by the cup of rest. One man in more than 3 positions. The same thing they were against when they were opposition. You tell me what we leading to. So they think they call peace and justice, nothing for the poor. To be a money, they want you sell your soul. Either you cross the